اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, my good friends, my beloved ones, my companions in the journey of mastering the Arabic alphabet for the purpose of mastering reading the Quran? So how has your practice of the first assignment been? In our first assignment or first lesson, we learned the first five letters, and we also learned that we start with alif and then hamza. We don't call this one alif, nor do we call this one hamza. All right, and we agree that there is conventionally 28 letters, but here we have them 30 because we have added everything that is actually hidden. So let's first rehearse or go through the first five of our first lesson before we move on to the next. Our next will be the second line, which is these letters, 5 of them. But before we go there, let's start with the first, our yesterday's assignment first. Ready? Bismillah. Alif, alifun, alif. Hamza, hamzatun, hamza. Ba, ba'un, ba. Ta, ta'un, ta. Fa, fa'un, fa. Right, now today's assignment or today's lesson begins. Are you ready? Here we go. Jim, jimun, jim. Make sure you hear yourself. Please don't mumble. No. You have to hear yourself to engage your mouth. This is uncompromisable. Yeah. Jim, jimun, jim. If you pay attention, I'm saying jim. I'm not saying jim, 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 jim. If you become sensitive to how we learn from now, like I mentioned yesterday, it's going to reflect in your progression later on. So let's do it right from the beginning. That's why I'm giving you the best I know, inshallah ta'ala. Jim, jimun, jim. Next. Ha, ha'un, ha. Here you can hear that I'm compressing in my throat. Ha, ha. I'm not saying ha. I'm not saying that. That will come later on. Here we have ha, ha'un, ha. One way of assessing yourself, especially that you are learning this virtually, I'm not able to correct your mistakes for you because I cannot hear you. So record yourself. Record yourself repeating yourself. Then you will be able to compare what I'm saying with what you are saying and hopefully help yourself. Ha, ha'un, ha. Kha. This is kha, kha'un, kha. So pay attention to the fact that over here we have what? Jim, ha, kha, all together look the same, but they are differentiated with the dots, the position of the dots. So the jim has a dot beneath it. Jim, jimun, jim. Ha, ha'un, ha. Kha, kha'un, kha. Next, dal, Dalun dal. So the letter is curved like this. Dal. Dalun dal. The next is dhal. You can see my tongue is engaged between the teeth here, up and down. Dhal, just like we did with the tha. Dhal. Dhalun dhal. Please do not say zal. It is not zal. We will come to that later. That's why it is important that even the name, we get the name right from the beginning, because a lot of things is going to be fixed with this, inshallah. So our assignment today started from Jim, one more time, Jim all the way to Zal. One last attempt. Jim. Jimun Jim. Ha. Ha'un ha. Kha. Kha'un kha. Dal. Dalun dal. Dhal. Dhalun dhal. When I repeat it in 3 different ways, the first, like I mentioned, the first and the third are the same. The one in the middle, dhalun, it gives no one excuse to not know how is it that the one we stop with silence, how is it pronounced? When I say dhalun, lun, then the person should know that it is dhal. He cannot say dhain, for example, or dha something. Dhal, dhalun means it can only be dhal. All right. Another thing to highlight here is that, you see, when I said ha, 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 while I am emphasizing ha, ha'un, ha, I hope you do not go to the route of ha, ha'un, ha. No. From now, ha, ha'un, ha. If you say ha, ha'un, ha, is going to affect our future progression, like I said. Now, the next one is ha, ha. I could have said ha, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying ha, ha'un, ha. And then here I'm saying dal. I'm not saying dal. No, dal. Dalun dal. And then dhal. Dhalun dhal. I'm not saying dhalun dhal. We'll come to that also. So it is important from now to be sensitive to the sound you hear and to the sound you produce. This brings us to the end of this lesson, to this lesson number 2 of chapter 1. Chapter 1 is the Arabic alphabet. Until the next, please practice, practice, practice. I live in Allah's protection. See you in Jannah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم